I was raised on the front pew in the fear of the Lord, with a family of iron and the truth of the word. But life gets grand and the edges get frayed. My sister and I, we just slowly decayed. From the cloth that bound us, the stitching came loose. Between mother and sister, I was the truce. Decades of silence and the walls closing in. I didn't know then where the losing begins. Then the winter came howling with snow on the glass. A fight over nothing, I let the words pass. She drove into the whiteout, my daughter inside. Before my parents could meet them, my future had died. The ice in the bottle, the drive of the storm, left me shivering cold where I should have been warm. Then the ring on the counter, the cold feet the door. I learned how to walk on a shattered floor. And I'm looking for God in the gaps of the noise, in the silence of snow, in the chaos of joys. It's a long broken road from the church to the sea, but the pieces are finally forming me. 13 years in the siren's red light, I held on to strangers as they slipped into night. Birthed 3 little breaths, saw the start and the end. But the things that you see, they don't always mend. The plane in the timber, the smoke in the air. I found a small shoe in the branches up there. No survivors that day, and no surviving the past. I hung up the uniform, silence at last. Then the darkness came inward, the bleed in the brain, the years of the seizures, the leaks and the pain. I married a shadow because I was scared to be alone in the ruin. So I stayed and I stared, but she couldn't love me, she didn't know how. So we broke like a fever, I'm still not sure how. I was blind in both eyes, broken down at the knee, when a woman saw something worth saving in me. And I'm looking for God in the gaps of the noise, in the silence of snow, in the chaos of joys. It's a long broken road from the church to the sea, but the pieces are finally forming of me. She found me in pieces in a world gone pitch black, but she took my hand and she guided me back. She promised forever, I gave her the ring. She taught a heart that was silent to sing against every odds. Well, the baby came through, named him after Grandpa, a good man that I knew. But before he could meet her, my mother was gone. The sunset is brutal, but so is the dawn. We drove half the country, 8 months with child, to bury my mother through weather so wild. My sister is talking, though the distance is vast. The ants are all fading, the shadows are cast. We're living up here in a town we don't love, beneath the gray sky that fits like a glove. But I look at my wife and the boys on the floor, and I don't feel the need to run anymore. Now I'm finding the music, I'm tuning the strings, making sense of the sadness that living here brings. We're a family of castaways, holding our own in a house full of love, a long way from home. Yeah, we're a long way from home, but we're finally